Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Educational Channel. This is your presenter, Dr. Reddy, talking about human ecology, part 45, human ecology series of our YouTube channel. Because I also present an India, South Asia specific thing, so I have opened a new channel, new playlist, human ecology part. You can look for this particular icon in the presentations. Today, the 45 part, I am going to discuss about the planet Earth. We'll soon celebrate Day of 8th billion humans. This is the planet Earth from Singapore to Singapore, across the equator, the Singapore and the Straits to Lake Victoria, then going to South America, Ecuador country, Quito, back to Strait of Malacca and Singapore, 40,000 kilometers. Only one planet that will be soon celebrating 8 billion Humans Day. It will celebrate within 1 or 2 or 3 years. That's not very critical. This is recorded 2022 August. Maybe by 2025 we'll have a solid 8 billion people, 8,000 million people. In South Asia they call 800 crores of people. I made this icon for you, easy to remember 8. This is 8. Again the planet, the showing Africa, this is the old world, new world, 8. 8 billion population on the planet Earth. This is not a trivial thing. This is a very serious implication for us. All our social, economic and military political events all modulated by humans, because immense population pressure today exerted by the Homo Colossus, resource consuming prodigals on the planet Earth in the post-exuberant era. After exuberance, 2000 AD. And here I collected that from the Wikipedia. That is not that critical that day. The most important take-home message for you is, remember 8000 BC. That is, if you start AD, if you start AD here, if you go to 8,000 years, again 2,000 years, that means essentially 10,000 years, we have been practicing agriculture. Agriculture invented in 8,000 BC. We have 1,000, this is AD here, the AD, that means 8,000 here, 2,000 here, round about 10,000 years. We have been practicing agriculture. Humans invented that, brought tremendous population. So, very easy, intuitively, I made for you to remember the entire population. If you remember this thumbnail and articulate it to any social meetings with your friends, you will be considered a talented person to listen, because you bring very valuable topics to the discussion. 8,000, 8 million people. Remember, at the birth of Jesus Christ, 1,000 years, even though Jesus Christ is a character in the Bible, no such person existed. But remember, 1 AD is 250. This you have to remember. 1 AD 250. Next, go to ages of discovery, ages of voyages. At that time, Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese navigator, pirate and priest, landed in Calicut, Malabar, north of Waynard or Travancore area. Same time, in the similar, Columbus found a route to America, New World. 1500, chap of 500 million. These three you remember, you never go lost, and you will always have very good comprehension. 8000 BC, 8 million, 1 AD to 50, 1500, 500. Then 1600 is 600, 1700 is 700. There is some exception. 1800 is 1 billion, 1000. Make it 1818. Again, if you look at the sources, they differ. That's not a critical. At that time, no census was taken. This is an approximation. 1818, 1 billion. After World War, 1919, 2 billion. And when Nixon demitted office, 4 billion. That means on this day, they celebrated the 4th billionth day. Again, the day that's not that important. So the day of 5 billion was celebrated on this particular day, 1987. The 6th billion was celebrated, Wikipedia gives, on this around about 2000. And 2011, 7 billion. In 2025 or 24, 20, something like that, you celebrate 8 billion. This is taking over. Humans until 1800 took over the land from their competitors, Flora and Fauna, erased them. They said, this is for us, we only increase our number, you doesn't matter. So they also in the world, new world, eliminated dispensable what they considered American Indians, native population, took over the new world, new continent. Then the steam engine and the discoveries of coal, oil and so on tremendously brought down the resources, taught industrial agriculture, increased their population. This is phantom carrying capacity. This is years of exuberance. I put it ACE. Years of exuberance means year of prosperity. That means taking over here from agriculture started to around about Voyages discovery, or even you can say around about 1800. Then the age of drawing down the resources from 1800, you put 1800 and so on. So the population density, that is the number of people per square kilometers. In the Indo-Gangetic plains like United Provinces, Uttar Pradesh, there are for every square kilometer, you have kilometer, like that. There are more than 1,000 million people. 1,000 people live per square kilometer in the Gangetic Delta, Bangladesh, like that. That's a humongous amount of people. Within 1 square kilometers, you are finding 1,000 people. So population pressure is not the population density, that is MICD. The mutually interfering mutually interfering interactions per capita per day. I had entire presentation look at population pressure. The ecological stress is created due to the population increase, the technology increase, that is the population pressure. Ecological stress leads to the political stress, social stress among the society. The wars, the presentation, social unrest, voice, all are eventually related to humans interacting with each other. So ecological stress, social stress. That means in essence, the more population is an inverse relation to economic well-being. Less population, more prosperous, more enjoyment, more economic convenience, comfortable life, less competitive lifestyle. That's very important. This population overload is combined with the technology overload that increase tremendous amount of hostile interactions among humans. The resource depletion is occurring. Homo sapiens today has become resource consuming Homo Colossus. Colossus like a statue in ancient Greece, very gigantic statue. Means Dr. Cotton uses the term to visualize the resource consuming human being. The more risky this population is for Homo Colossus compared to Homo sapiens. These are the, we call today humans are prosthetic. If you are running a car, imagine you have a big legs, you are running 100 kilometers. If your prosthetic device is aeroplane, you are flying, means imagine you have big wings flying 1000 kilometers. So essentially modern man, Homo Colossus, is a prosthetic human. Industrial society people are prosthetic human societies. They have additional limbs, organs. They are essentially living on industrial agriculture, food production. All their economic niches are based upon the consuming the fossils, which are detritus, dead organic matter of once plants and animals, modified pressure and heat into fossil fuels, so coal, natural gas, oil. So this is detritus, dead organic matter, decaying organic. Detritivore, consumer. Carnivore consumes carnals, means flesh. Herbivore consumes herbs, means plant material. Detritivore consumes the detritus material. Social economic niches, industrial agriculture, all are depending on detrivorous life cycle ecosystem. Humans are not exempted from the laws of physics, laws of ecology, laws of geology applied to the humans, same as that applied to the apes, simians, the plant, animal kingdom. We are animals, human animals, you can think in a sense. Ecological bloom is an eruption in the detritus system. All the detrivorous systems have ecological crash, die off. So I have an interesting education channel that in the YouTube, that is South Asia Maps. You can go there, Reddy type, and there are more than 30 playlists and variety of topics, and there are more than 250 presentations organized into 30 playlists. You can also find me in to Twitter, India Maps 2, that is the handle, and I have made, this is celebrating the 8th billionth human, that is the 45th part of our series. So there are a lot of other series I am presenting you in a bird's eye view, one place, carrying capacity, taking over, drawing down, new world, old world, and so on. In the population itself, I have made series of presentations. You can see that population doubling number 15, global population 10 doublings I made. You can go and look at it. In the next presentation, I made Lincoln to Biden, that is the population of America increased from 30 to 350 million people, and I think this is a different one. I think you go back this. Yeah. In the part 16, the recent doublings, 1818, 1919, 1924, 1 billion to 8 billion, that also you can look at it. And I discussed about 6 continents, 8 billions, how humans, how you can remember them very easily and bring these concepts in the casual social discourses with your friends, colleagues, and co-workers. Any discussion of the modern world without talking about the population will have not much impact. That is telling about Ramayana without even mentioning Rama. That is called playing the Hamlet without Prince of Denmark, the most important character. All our lifestyles are determined. I discussed about 80 million people, net population added per year. In the next presentation, that is 44, I said 0.25 million population net is added per day, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You can also look at it. And today, that is the 45th is, we are very soon going to celebrate 8th billion, day of 8 billion humans on the planet Earth. That is the within few months or within a year or 2 years, 8 billion humans on the planet Earth. This is the sphere, it's 0. Again put one more sphere, that becomes 8. Remember, 2025 you will have 8 billion people. By 2050, you will have round about 10 billion people on the planet Earth. Population will not go more than that. because of scarcity of the food by that time. That I will take up some other time. We will discuss about human geography. Mitram and Bandhuam, thank you very much joining me today at South Asia Maps. Again, I request you consider subscribing the channel, bringing the information to the friends. And if you are listening me at the share chat site, it will really help me to modulate the presentation as per your requirement and needs. If you put comments or compliments and criticisms, whatever you want about these presentations I am making, feel free to say your opinion so that I will take into that consideration in future presentations. I already made around about 250 or 260 presentations since almost 12 months I started this YouTube channel, South Asia Maps Reddy. Mitram and Bandhuvam, see you later on the other presentations. This is Dr. Reddy, your anchor, presenter, facilitator at South Asia Maps.